Terry Bogard, also known as the legendary Lone Wolf, is an American fighter and main protagonist in Fatal Fury, also participating in every King of Fighters tournament. Terry is the older brother of Andy Bogard. They spent their young childhood as orphans on the street, later being adopted by a man named Jeff Bogard. Jeff Bogard was a fellow student with Geese Howard, both being trained under Master Tung Fu Rue. Near the end of their training, Tung Fu Rue chose Jeff Bogard to pass the secret techniques of the school because he recognized Jeff's kind heart and Geese's tendency towards evil ambitions. This, of course, infuriates Geese, and he swears to get revenge. Jeff Bogard returns to his hometown in the USA called Southtown, which is a fictional town modeled after Miami, Florida. He finds two lone kids named Terry and Andy out on the streets of Southtown and decides to adopt them as his own two sons in hopes of giving them a better life. He teaches them many skills, including martial arts. One day, Jeff, Terry, and Andy were walking through town when Geese Howard and some of his men drive up in a car, jump out, and attack Jeff. Geese delivers the finishing blow that kills him right in front of Terry and Andy. This tragedy causes Terry and Andy to spend the next 10 years perfecting their martial arts skills, with the ultimate goal of revenge against the man who killed their father. Andy travels to Japan to train, but Terry decides to stay in Southtown, where he gained a lot of street smarts and also trained under his father's mentor, Tung Fu Rue. Andy returns to America to meet back up with Terry. They cross paths with Joe Higashi, who tells them about a fighting tournament organized by a man named Geese. Knowing this was their chance to get at Geese Howard, Terry and Andy enter the Fatal Fury King of Fighters tournament with Joe Higashi as their third teammate. The final battle between Geese and Terry is in Geese Tower. Terry defeats Geese and kicks him off the tower. The next year, Geese's half-brother Wolfgang Krauser set up another King of Fighters tournament in order to battle Terry Bogard. Terry defeats him and is labeled a hero in Southtown. A few years pass and word gets out that Geese Howard did not die from the fall off the tower. Terry and Andy learn that he is planning to retrieve the legendary Jin Scrolls. The Jin Scrolls were written by Wang Long, who is the father of Kong Long, the spirit that possesses Chon Rei, and Hai Long, the spirit that possesses Chon Shu. Kong Long and Hai Long also seek to gather the three Jin Scrolls, because they believe the scrolls can give them immortal bodies and allow them to conquer the world. Anyway, Terry once again defeats Geese Howard. Geese manages to flee, leaving Terry to face Yamazaki and the two Jin brothers. Terry comes out of these battles as champion, but Geese did escape with the scrolls, believing they will give him the power and techniques he was denied by Tung Fu Rue. There was another tournament, and Terry challenges Geese Howard on the very top of Geese Tower for another battle. Terry again defeats Geese and knocks him off the edge with a triple geyser. But he reaches out to grab Geese's hand to keep him from falling. Geese denies Terry's help and swats his hand away, falling to his death. Soon after this, Terry learns of Rock Howard, Geese Howard's son, and the recent death of Rock's mother. Terry decides to take the orphaned boy under his wing in hopes of keeping him from going down the wrong path in life, and teaches him many things, including martial arts. And this is why Rock Howard has similar moves to Terry. Around 10 years later, there is another King of Fighters tournament hosted by Kane Heinlein, who is the brother of Marie Heinlein, Rock Howard's mother. Terry and Rock were specifically invited. At the end of the tournament, Terry learns that Rock decided to become Kane's partner. Terry knows he has to let Rock make his own decisions by now, leaving him to resume his lone wolf lifestyle. Terry enters the future King of Fighters tournaments as the leader of the Fatal Fury team, with his teammates changing frequently. Story aside, Terry Bogard is a real friendly guy who grew up on the streets of an American town, enjoying basketball, fast food, and rock and roll. If you've got a suggestion for another character you'd like to see a backstory on, please leave it down in the comments and I will add it to my list.